Hey everyone, Ham here. In today's video I'm checking out a game that caught me out by surprise as it didn't get much coverage in the lead up to its release, and that's Grid Legends VR for Quest 2 on standalone only. Currently it's $22.99 in the UK, and as far as I know this is the only true racing game for the Quest 2, and it's a AAA port by Codemasters. Shout out to EA for sending me a code for me to review on this channel, and a couple of important things to note before we get started. This is a very large game, so it's a 29GB download and 32GB once installed. So if you're running a 64GB earlier Quest 2 edition like I'm using, then it will take up most of the storage space. The other thing to note, that it's joystick steer only. I couldn't see any options for virtual steering with the Quest controllers, so you use the left thumbstick for steering the steering wheel, the right trigger for accelerate and left trigger for brake. Today I'm going to give you some first impressions gameplay. First of all I'll go over the settings, then I'll do a quick free lap race at Brands Hatch with some commentary, a free lap race at Bathurst with some commentary, quick spin on the Austria F1 track, and then finally some drifting. And then at the very end I'll give you my brief summary. So first of all we'll go through the modes. Home, story mode, career mode, social for multiply, race creator where you can set up your own race combination of car, track, garage where you acquire vehicles, team, and options, and audio, controls. These are fully customizable. At the moment just the Quest controllers. Under gameplay you can tweak the settings as you require. On-screen display. Okay, our first race we'll do GT3 at Brands Hatch during the day. Here we are at Brands Hatch in the Ginetta doing some GT3 racing. Had a little bit of practice earlier, so I've probably done about an hour so far, so kind of getting used to the controls. But I do predominantly race with wheel and pedals, so I'm not much of a controller racer anymore. There's lots of adjustments. I've turned the racing line off, but you can have that on. And so far, I've got to say, I've had a lot of fun with this game. Now, the visuals are probably what you can expect from essentially a mobile phone processor, the XR2 chip. But Codemasters have done a cracking job getting this to run smoothly, and I am actually recording at the same time. Near field clarity, like the dash, is pretty good. The orange car in front starts to get a bit pixelated, and I'd say it kind of reminds me a bit of Drive Club VR on the PlayStation 4, on PSVR 1, if you've ever played that. However, I don't know, maybe it is a bit clearer than that, because that was notorious for being really blurry, or it could be that I've just gotten used to racing, so but so far I've just been really impressed with how this plays, and for someone that's on a very low budget and wants to get into VR sim racing, this is perfect place to begin, especially if you're young and you don't have much of a budget, or you're looking for a present for someone. Then what's the total cost of this? The cost of the Quest 2 headset, which I think is $399 either pounds or dollars for the 128GB version. Now yes, it is like PlayStation 2 level graphics, you could argue, but it's so much fun. I didn't expect it to be this much fun to play. So very pleasantly surprised. And this allows you to have VR sim racing on the go. So you're going to some sort of sim racing event and you've got some time to kill beforehand. You and your friends have got access to Wi-Fi. You can have a multiplayer battle in VR on a standalone headset, which I think is just brilliant. And being able to race on a local track is also so cool. AI losing it. So I went to this track last year as a spectator, not as a racing driver. So it's just pretty cool to see a familiar track in a racing game on Quest 2. And this is just one car class. There's plenty to choose from. There's trucks, there's MX-5s, there's lightweight open-wheelers, there's a Formula 1-esque style class, I think it's F1 Sport. I think I've got the AI style medium. My first go I was actually terrible, I was coming off all the time, but I'm slowly getting used to the controls, so I'm using the Quest 2 controllers. Left thumbstick is steering, right trigger is accelerate, left trigger's brake, so it's a bit like racing on a control in Gran Turismo, for example. So if you race on controller in that game, you'll find it a lot easier than I did to begin with to pick this up. Because like I say, I'm used to racing with a wheel. What position? We're in second here. Can we get this guy in the last corner? Over the throttle. I don't think we'll get him, but we'll try. It's going to be close. Photo finish. Oh, that was a lot of fun. So under tuning, we can make some setup adjustments. We'll go straight in. I do have it on semi-automatic gears, so I can override the gears if I want to, but it's also in automatic mode. And in the bottom left corner we've got the mini-map, so you can see where our opponents are positioned. I do keep looking at the mirrors though, out of habit, but due to the rendering limitations of the Quest 2, they don't do anything. And you can have all the HUD display turned off if you wish to. But for the sake of this video, put it on so you can see all the stats. This is so cool having a proper racing game on Quest 2 now, so I know there's been others, but none that I'm aware of that I'd call or class as a proper racing game like this is. Is arcadey, of course. It isn't full-on sim, but given this is on a console-type headset, it's quite appropriate that it is arcadey. And now I'm starting to get used to the handling and the control input. This is a lot of fun, so I imagine this on multiplayer is going to be really good. I've not had a chance or not been able to try that yet because I have had early access on launch day to try it out, and the servers are not populated yet, but bounce off the walls a little here. This is so cool. Being able to take this with you. If you're, I don't know, if you're either on holiday or on a business trip or something, and you want to get your sim racing fix, this is definitely one way to do it. I caught up to these fairly quickly. I don't think I've got any catch-up boosts on. This must be the setting on medium. And to be fair, when I started off, the AI was a lot quicker than I was. It's only that I've slowly started to get used to the controls. Downshift a bit. In fact, we've got fireworks and stuff. This does look really good at night. I think the graphics look best in this scenario.
You're on pace. Make some gains on lap 2.
Drop it down again. The automatic gearbox is a bit slow changing down, so there is an advantage using manual shift, but the gear shift buttons are the Y and X buttons next to the left thumbstick, so just don't have the muscle memory to do it quick enough yet. Whoa! Yeah, I just lost it. That was interesting. Thank you. So we're doing 243. It's quite slow. Oh no, I've lost it now looking at the time.
Careful now, I think you might have pushed them too far.
The interior is pretty cool. You can see it is modelled on the Porsche. Well, it's supposed to be the GT2, but this looks like the GT3 setup. Perhaps they're the same. Bit of a battle with the AI now. Can you get past him on the Big Dipper? I can tell when I brake the downshifts are a bit slow. So to get that optimum acceleration out slow corners, you're going to have to manually downshift. Oh, they've changed the direction, damn you! A Corvette, looks like it. I gotta say, Codemasters have done a cracking job with this. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I am. Stay there, AI. Looking over to my mirror again.
Last lap. Push up to the front.
Whoop. I'll come off then. As I've said it before, the graphics may be basic, but the fun factor and the playability is definitely here. So you can get past him on the top here. Ooh. That's a lot for little, I wasn't sure if it's going to hold it. Again. Gonna be another big finish. Fireworks going off. It's an easy pass. Whoa. Well, slipped off there. Bit of a mistake. Should be doing is looking at the minimap. I think we've got this one in the bag. He's going to put me at the start. Right. Off a little. Doing some cars to race now. I have noticed the tyres can go a bit warpy and wobbly, and I think that's because I'm recording at the same time. But this is still pretty quick. Oh, damn! So quick, I just punted
so
the.
happy about that.
I'm not that good at drifting. I wasn't too good at that one there. Oh yeah. So overall, I've actually enjoyed playing Grid Legends. The graphics aren't particularly good for the Quest 2, however, the game is very smooth, it is very playable, it does play well as a VR sim racer. Cars are fun to drive with a good selection of cars and tracks. I particularly enjoy driving Brands Hatch. The sound quality is generally pretty good, with the cars sounding authentic. However, there is an issue with the sound direction, which makes it sometimes sound as if the cars are closer than what they are. So as a result, you tend to use the mini-map as an indicator of how close the cars are. I did see in the sound settings there's an option for spatial sound. That's permanently disabled at the moment, so maybe there's a update coming in future which will address this. Since I have a full PC VR setup already, I can't see myself using this much at home. However, when I'm away visiting friends or perhaps on holiday and I take a Quest with me, I'd definitely play this. I'm yet to try out the multiplayer in career mode, but from what I've played so far, I've enjoyed it. So in summary, it's not the best graphics, but it is a Quest 2 after all, doing a lot. It's very playable and provides a very affordable entry into VR sim racing. Alright, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you did, leave a thumbs up. Any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.